Hi everyone, welcome to SQL workshop. Today we will discuss about another task. And last time we have discussed about top end customer, right? And this time we will discuss about a different example. Here my requirement, as you are seeing in the screen, I need to write a SQL query where I need to display product-wise sales for each and every month, year and month wise. And here, if you see in the screen, every month I want to display it as a separate column. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, etc. till December. I want to display it as a separate column and I want to aggregate the revenue data by product. And at the end, if you see, I want to display the grand total, which is called sales YTD, which is nothing but the addition of January to till December. What is the total value we have that I want to display in sales YTD. And here there is a separate column you can say at the end. Here I need to display sales prior year YTD. That means, for example, in 2020, I need to display 2019 sales. For 2021 row, here I need to display 2020. If you see 7956 is displayed here, 654 is displayed here. So this is called prior year, previous year or last year. So I will repeat the requirement one more time. I need to get a product wise aggregated revenue by year and month wise. Each and every month I want to display it as a separate column, and I need to display sales YTD and sales prior year YTD at the end, which is like 12 columns per month. One column, 11th column is for sales YTD. Sorry, 13th column is sales YTD and prior year YTD, 14th column. So 14 metrics are there in this requirement. If you say along with attribute called product and year, these are 14 metrics which I have in this requirement. So let us see step by step how to develop this query. And before that, the sample data I have attached in an Excel. So this is the sample data, how our output needs to look like. So product, year, each and every month, and sales YTD and prior year. So 13 is displayed here, previous year 2021. For 2022, prior year is 2021. So 2021 total is displayed for 2022 in the prior year section. If you see 13,25967.71 is displayed in 2022 as a prior year. So this is our task. How to achieve this task step by step, let us see in Oracle. So first, the product details in my requirement, I'm using BA sample database. In my requirement, I'm using BA sample database. In my requirement, I'm using BA sample database. You can Google and download BA sample database. You will get the required tables. And to achieve this requirement, I'm using two tables, product table and revenue table. So the product table is select star from sample products underscore. This is a product table, and revenue table is select star from sample revenue underscore LC. So in the revenue table, we will be having for every bill number wise, what is the amount, quantity, discount, and what is the product and customer related details. The product related details, you need to use a column called product key. In earlier example, we have used the same table with customer table, but right now we are using product table. And the join between revenue and product is product key. In the product table also, we have a column called product key, which is the primary key column in product table. So how to join these tables? Select. So what are the columns I needed? I needed prod DSC from sample product D. And I'm providing alias name as PRD. And one more table I need is sample revenue underscore F. And I'm providing the alias name as RVN. And the join condition is, as product key is common in both tables, we need to use alias name. Whatever the alias you have declared for the table, the same alias name you need to provide in front of the column name. Otherwise, it will throw error as column ambiguity. And RVN dot rule. So we have provided the join condition between two tables. And from revenue table, what are the columns you want? I need in this requirement, I need this metric columns are derived from revenue. So I need sum of revenue, and I'm providing alias name as revenue. For this, I'm providing the alias name as product. Or I can call it as product name, anything is fine. Okay, product name revenue, alias I provided revenue. And here in my requirement, I need year and month column. Okay, so for that purpose, I will use, I have a column called order date DT. And order date DT is a date column. Order date DT is a date column. But in our requirement, we need the year and month. So here we need to extract year and month from this date. Why? Because my requirement is to display year and month, not the date. So that was the reason we are extracting year. So to extract the year, I'm using to_char function, to_char function to extract the year or the year. Comma, I need month also. You can call it as instead of order, you can call it as sales here also. Okay, and the same column, date column. And here for extracting the month, to_char function I'm using, and I'm using the abbreviation called the second parameter as MON, which will provide me Jan and Feb, March, April in the abbreviation, 3-digit abbreviation I will get instead of getting full month name. If you want full month name, then you need to write MON PH, but I don't want the full month name. And here I have aggregation on sum of revenue. So the remaining columns called product description and this to_char year, to_char month needs to be specified in group by, otherwise it will result in error. Group by, and copy with this and paste it here. To_, okay. Yes. Now I got the product description by year and month wise. Product description, year and month wise. If you want to cross check, you can display order by prod description, comma. You can write alias names also in order by class. Sales here. Instead of writing this entire function, you can write alias name in order by, but you cannot use alias name in group by. You need to use the original function itself. But in order by, you can use the alias name. And comma, sales month. So for this particular product, in the year 2020, we have the sales only for December. And the same product in the year 2021, we have the sales for April, August, December, Jan, Feb. It is providing in alphabetical order. Okay. So there are 12 months, 12 rows are available. Again, the data is displayed in 2022. So this is aggregating it year and month wise. But as per our requirement, we need to display each and every month as a separate row. If you see, we need to display each and every month as a separate row. It's clear? We need to display each and every month as a separate row. Okay. So for that purpose, first I will allocate this subquery to a temporary table. Okay. By using a with class. The purpose of with class is alternate solution to the subquery. Wherever you are using a subquery, and in the replace of alternate solution for that subqueries with class. It will act as a temporary table and the coding, it will become easy instead of subquery. If you use subquery, then the same code, if you are writing in multiple places, the length of the code will be increased. That was the reason always prefer when you are having a subqueries, always allocate that subquery to a temporary table. That is always a better solution. So you can use with class, it is very simple. Whatever the select statement, once it is developed, you can allocate that to with class. With, I'm providing a table name, product, okay, product revenue or product sales. I'm calling it as product sales as. So this is my temporary table. This is my temporary table. Order by is not required for this temporary table. Okay. Now at the end, you need to open the bracket and you need to close the bracket. Once the bracket is closed, you can write select star from. And together you will be able to execute this. But along this select statement, if you execute, it throws error. Why? Because W product sales is not a table. It's a temporary table where you allocated, where you are declared using a with class. So together only it will be succeed. Otherwise, it throws error. Okay, I got here. Now I need each and every month in a separate column. But before that, along with the month, I have sales YTD and prior year also. And if you see, so here if you see, Jan, Feb, March, beside that I need sale YTD. So that means first we need to incorporate sale YTD in the month column. Then we can split that into separate column. So first step is we have aggregated the data year and product wise and month wise. Now second step is to achieve these two. Okay, but the existing we need the gray net month wise. At the same time, we need grand total wise. So in this situation, always we need to go for a union. So here I'm writing select. What are the columns instead of star? Always specify the column names. Product name, comma revenue, comma sales. Write it as sales here. First sales here, and sales month, okay, and revenue. This is clear? Yeah. And now I need to incorporate this grand total YTD inside the month column so that I can split. When I split month, automatically my sales YTD also will be splitted accordingly. So these two columns I need to incorporate into month name. So for that purpose, I'm doing union. So here I'm writing again one more select statement. Instead of writing this subquery twice now, I declared this subquery inside this table and I'm using wherever there is a necessity, I'm using this table. So if you see this table is used twice, that means if you don't have this temporary table, you need to use this subquery 2 times. The length of the code will be increased. Right now, I need product name. In this sales YTD, I'm trying to derive. So in this sales YTD, if you would see, I need product name I have, and I have sales YTD, and I have year. Month-wise sales YTD I don't have. Instead, I need to derive the sales YTD at year level. So that means product name I need sales year, but sales month I don't want. Instead, I'm writing the sales month as I need to incorporate this into sales month, right? So I'm writing a custom column, sales YTD as month name. I'm incorporating this entire data. Okay. Sorry, I need to write here, not there. Yeah. And at the end, I need sum of revenue. Why? Because this revenue I needed it year wise. So specify these two in group by. sorry, product name, write it as full name. Yeah. Here also, here also. Yeah. So here in this, whatever the data available in this subquery, we are displaying straightforward, and we are doing union to get the data at year level, whether this is working or not. How we can cross check? Provide in the where class product name, product name equal to this one, and try to restrict the data to 1 year. Sales year equal to 2023. Okay. And the same filter you can write in the second union also. Okay. So that you will know exactly whatever the query how written is working or not. If you see, it displayed the data April, August, December, Jan. Okay. And this union, whatever you are using, is displayed for the sales YTD, which is the grand total, Why? Because I did not specify month here. So the data is aggregated at product and year wise. For entire 2023, all 12 months sales data is added up, and it is incorporated in the sales month, because I used a custom column here, sales YTD, when I'm doing the union. So here, if you are seeing a union, one query with how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. In this query, you have used only 3 columns. If you see 1, 2, 3. This is a custom column. So 4 columns union with 3 columns. How to check? This is also one of the example. If you see, and here why we achieved the union, because I need YTD as a separate column and month also as a separate column. These two together, it can be achievable only when you are incorporating sales YTD inside month. If this is not available, then it is straightforward. If these 12 columns are not there in your requirement, then need not to use any union. You can directly get year wise. But right now, I need the data at month wise. At the same time, one more column I need at year wise. In this situation, always union is better. And in this sales YTD, if you are incorporating inside the month name, then when you are splitting the month, automatically sales YTD also will be splitted as a separate column. So right now I'm incorporating it as a separate row. Okay. And the other one is sales YTD, prior year YTD. Right now for 2023, prior year is always 2022. Okay. So right now the same query I'm doing union. Okay. And here I'm writing P, sales prior year YTD. But I have written sales prior year YTD, but still I'm displaying here 2023 data. 2023 data only I'm displaying. So to make here for prior year, for 2023, we need to get 2022 data. We need to get 2022. For 2023, prior year is 2022. For 2023, prior year is 2022. So in this situation, there are 2 ways to write, but the simplest way is for the sales here, just add +1. 2022 will become 2023, 2023 will become 2024. It is throwing error because sales here is a character and +1 I am not able to do. So first let me convert this to 2 underscore number. And here sales here is a character data type and this is a number data type. It will throw a different error. Expression must have the same data type. So for that purpose, after adding, just do 2 underscore char. So 2024 here is displayed. If I write here 2022, then you see sales prior year YTD value is different now. 2022 sales, you added +1 and you are displaying as 2023. So 22 sales is displayed for the year 2023. Why? Because you did +1. So which is displaying 1028. Now remove this one. Remove this where class. Remove this where class. Okay. So now I got the month-wise sales YTD, prior year YTD also I achieved. Okay. Whether this is working or not, how to cross-check? It is a simple. Here you are closing this your with class, right? Select star from on top of this entire subquery. This entire subquery, the union, 3 unions query, you can keep in a bracket. On top of it, just write select star from and display this in a particular order. I want to display order by one, which is first column is product name. Then I want to display sales here, which is second column. Then third is sales month. Now you see. For 2020, the sales, we don't have, we have the data only for the month of December in 2020. Okay. So it is displayed. In 2021, if you see, 2020 sales is prior year for 2021. You can say prior year. The same value is displayed here. 2021 prior year is 2020. So the sales of 2020 YTD is displayed for prior year for 2021. And 2021 YTD sales is 13,25,967. 2022 prior year YTD will be always 2021 YTD. 2022 prior year YTD will be always 2021 YTD. And 2023 April you can see. Always. Then sales prior year YTD for 2023, then 2023 sales YTD. Here I did not fill, I did not commented where class properly. So now you see. In 2020, I have only the data for December. Sales year YTD for 2022. There is no data in 2019. That was the reason prior year YTD is not displayed for 2020. Okay. There is no basically there is no sales available in 2019 and 2021 prior year is always 2020. Whatever the value you are displaying 2020 sales YTD, that is displayed for 2021 prior year YTD. If you want, you can see 2020 YTD sales is 13,987. The value you will see in prior year YTD for 2021. You can see 13,25. Sorry, here 13,987. Here. But our requirement, I don't want to display this as a separate row. Our requirement is to display each and every month as a separate column. Each and every month as a separate column. So here you did union of all. One union is for getting monthly sales. One union is getting for sales YTD. One union is for getting sales prior year YTD. And all 3 union data you incorporated in sales month. If you see month name, sales YTD, sales prior year YTD, everything is available in sales month column. So right now I need to perform pivot on sales month so that it will split month name into separate column. Month name into separate column. So right now month name, I have the values of Jan to December along with that sales YTD, sales prior year YTD. Total 14 values are there in my month name column. In my month name. So how to write the pivot? So at the end, you open here bracket, select star you have written. So I need all the columns. I open the bracket and I close the bracket here. So here I need to write pivot. After opening, closing, inside that I have union, then outside I am writing pivot. So pivot I needed for this metric column is revenue. This metric, whatever you have displayed is revenue. So sum of revenue. Okay. Sum of revenue. And the pivot on what column it has to split for sales month. For sales month in. So how many months you wanted to display it as a separate column? Those all list you need to provide here. Example, right now I'm providing only January, Feb. And my values are in init cap. So provide that in init cap. So here I need pivot. I need the split month wise sum of revenue. So I'm writing sum of revenue for the values are available in sales month. Whatever the values available in sales month, each and every month I want to display it as a separate column. But here you need to provide the values manual as an input. And right now, I provided only two values, which is January and February. So I will get only two columns. I will get the data only for Jan and Feb. You can see. After year, you need the data for Jan, Feb, March, April till Jan, Feb, March, April till December. Then afterwards, I need the data for sales YTD, prior year YTD. But right now, if you see, you got the data only for Jan, Feb. Why? Because I provided the values only two values I provided. So let me provide complete months, March. So whatever the order you are providing here, the same order it will display. For example, I am writing here directly December now. I did not provide the rest of the values. So it will write only Jan, Feb, March, April, and then immediately December. After that, I am writing November. So whatever the order you are writing here, the same order it displays. So provide this single quotes. December, and this one, there is inside the month we have sales YTD and prior year YTD also we incorporate inside the sales month. So I'm writing sales YTD, sales prior year YTD. So I have incorporated using union. If you see after year, I have written hard coded sales YTD as month name. So sales YTD data also incorporated in the month called sales month. So I can specify those two also as the values for month. So each and every month is displayed as a separate, or you can separate column, you can see. And if you want to provide your own column name here, for instead of displaying whatever the value provided here, the same value will be displayed as a heading. But instead you wanted your own value, then you can specify an alias name. For example, here, sales underscore, whatever the name you are providing, the same name it appears for the column name. Alias name, whatever you are providing, the same column name appears for the alias name. For the March, if you are providing as sales underscore triple P, then it considers triple P for the month of March. So whatever the name you are considering here, the same name, it appears for the column name. So the custom column you wanted, and here in the place of star, now you can call those names. Product name, okay, sales here, then the alias name, whatever you have. The alias name is sales underscore, okay, sales underscore Feb we provided, the other one we provided sales underscore March, okay. So alias name you can call now. Sales underscore APR, a sales underscore May, sales underscore June, sales underscore July, and here I can provide as sales YTD and sales prior year YTD. And these names I can call here sales March, April, May, June. So whatever the alias name you provided in the pivot, that names you can call here. The last two, sales YTD and sales prior year YTD, you can comma, sales prior. So this is a query, and whether this is working as expected or not, you can go to Excel. Just you can add here, and you can see display the data in a particular order. Sort, you can say for this camera 2021, we have the data for each month, and this is sales YTD and this is sales prior YTD. And for let's change the ascending change the particular order. Let's make it as column B also. Right, you can see for 2021, whatever the data available in sales YTD, it is displayed prior year. Example for 2021, YTD value is 1325. That is displayed for 2022 as a prior year. For 2023, this is YTD, this is prior YTD. Okay, you can see last two columns are YTD, prior YTD. YTD is nothing but the grand total of this individual Jan to December, 13,25967.71, 13,25967. The addition of these 12 months data will become your YTD. And whatever the 2021 YTD will display for 2022 prior YTD, you can see. So in this example, if you see, let me copy this code and paste it in Notepad. So what are the different functionalities you have used to achieve this requirement? One is I used, first I joined the two tables, then I allocated this entire subquery to a table. The reason is this subquery I'm using 3 times if you see. Here to get the data month-wise, here to get the data year-wise, here to get the data prior year-wise. So 3 times I wanted to utilize this subquery. So instead, I'm allocating this subquery to a table, which is a temporary table, and I'm writing these unions on this temporary table. W product sales. Here you can see from product sales once to get the data month-wise. Again, I did the union to get the data year-wise. Why? Because that year-wise I wanted to call this as sales YTD, and I need to incorporate this in the same month column so that I can split. When I split month, my YTD also will be splitted as a separate column. If I don't have this 12 months data, and if I need only to display sales YTD and prior year YTD instead of Jan, Feb, March, union is not required. But here I need to display month. Along with that, I need to display year-wise total, prior year-wise total. So to achieve that requirement, I'm incorporating YTD data into sales month and prior year YTD also into sales month. To achieve prior year YTD, we added current year +1 so that 2022 will become 2023. So prior year 2022 data will be shown as prior year for 2023 if I add +1. And I used a pivot to split each and every month into a separate column. So with class, union we have seen, and pivot. These are the 3 concepts we have utilized to achieve this requirement. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, you can mention in the comment section, or you can, if you did not understood, you can mention that. I will re-explain this concept one more time. The purpose of this video is only to help the people who are facing problems with developing complex queries, how to understand the requirement, how to split that, how to analyze the requirement. Only to help them, I'm trying to create few tasks and queries. I hope this is helpful. Thank you.